Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Man United series. And what a treat I have for you today. What a difficult episode for us. We've got Man City at home first in the league, in the Manchester derby, of course. And then we face Real Madrid away from home in the first Champions League game of the series. So, yes, you cannot get much more difficult than this, I have to be honest. Well, if Man City are away from home, I don't think you can get any more difficult than that, to be honest with you. Very, very tricky. Man City at home in the Manchester derby. Of course, this is very much a winnable game for us. We won this fixture last season, albeit when we played Man City at home, they'd already secured the league title. And also, I think Erling Haaland was missing for that game. So, yeah. Maybe a bit different this time round. And also, Real Madrid away from home in the first Champions League game. Cannot get much more difficult than that. Cannot get much more memorable than that as well. Obviously, Real Madrid, the Champions League's most successful team in history. We have to face them away from home in the first group game. Well, first of all, let's get to the Champions League then. In terms of the group, well, I would say we've got given quite an easy group, even though we've got Real Madrid in it. We've got Real Madrid, of course. We've also got Shakhtar Donetsk, who we cannot take them lightly. Not like we did Real Sociedad last season in the Europa League. If I rested the entire team away to Shakhtar, or even at home to Shakhtar, we could get punished. We see they got some great players in real life, most notably Mudryk, of course. So cannot be naive against Shakhtar, that is for sure. So if we go into the Shakhtar games with our strongest 11 and things like that, we should be alright, get through the group in second place, definitely. And Kukuriki is the other team in the group, and hopefully we should beat them at home and away. So as long as we don't do anything stupid against Shakhtar, no matter what we do against Real Madrid, we should be fine to get through the group quite easily. But obviously I learned my lesson from last season. Cannot underestimate some of these European teams, especially a team like Shakhtar Donetsk as well. But all in all, I'm quite happy with the group. Of course, Real Madrid are the first seeds. We are the second seeds. Shakhtar the third, Kukuriki the fourth seed. That's just pretty much how it should finish in the group table. There's not really, should be too many surprises here. I think the only one that could happen is us or Real Madrid for that top place. If we away from home here in the first game, getting the trickiest game out of the way first of all, by the way, which is in my opinion, quite nice, to be honest. So, get the most tricky game out the way first of all. If we lose this game, then we've still got a good chance of qualifying in first place, of course. So, we beat Shakhtar and Kukuriki at home and away. Real Madrid at home in the final group game. Definitely got in us to beat them at home. So, yeah, even if we lose the first game here, we can quite easily still finish top of the group, so that is great. Of course, we won the Europa Conference League last season, but we're in with the big boys now. We're in the Champions League. Will we win the Champions League this season? I doubt it. It would be nice, though. The final venue is Wembley, so it'll be on home soil after all, but if we get through to quarter-final, semi-final, I think that's quite a decent return in our first Champions League campaign here, to be honest. Anyway, in terms of the recent results, only played 2 games since the last one, of course, where we beat Arsenal 3-0 away from home, which was a brilliant start to the new season. Played Leeds at home, beat them 2-0 quite comfortably. Bruno Fernandes and Pedro Porro on the score sheet there. Then we beat Norwich away 3-1 just before the episode. Went 1-0 down in this game, unfortunately, through Lloyd Kelly, but just a minute later, Jadon Sancho made it 1-1. And in the second half, Marcus Rashford got 2 goals to make it 3-1. So, in those 2 games, we just won nothing extraordinary. We just did what we were meant to do. Beat Leeds 2-0 at home and beat Norwich 3-1 away. So, yeah, nothing extraordinary in those 2 games there. But we have started off the new season with 3 wins out of 3. And, of course, we beat Arsenal 3-0 away from home. So, that was very, very nice. In today's episode, though, we've got Man City at home. We'll also start off a 100% record. 5 teams have got a 100% record. Us, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Brentford. So, early... He's already got 9 goals. When he played 3 games, he's got 9 goals already. What is going on? What is going on? He's got 9 goals already. It's just mad. Oh my word, look. Oh, they've scored 16 goals in 3 games. They're a joke, aren't they? Scored 6 against Forest, 5-4 away to Tottenham. What a game that is, by the way. Wow, imagine what was thinking for that game. Unbelievable. And beat Norwich 5-1 at home. Well, to be honest, it sounds incredible. 16 goals in 3 games, of course. But 6 at home to Forest, 5 at home to Norwich as well. Obviously, it's very good still. It's very good, don't get me wrong. But still, it's Nottingham Forest and Norwich, probably the 2 weakest teams in the league, to be honest. So... But 5 away to Tottenham is quite nice. But what I can see here is they're quite leaky. You can see 6 goals already in 3 games as well. They haven't get a clean sheet, so that's good news for us. But Erling Haaland up front, 9 goals in 3 games. He's just, it's not fair, is it? It's not fair. You shouldn't be this good. It's not fair. Oh my word, what I'd do to have him up front. Unbelievable. Anyway. Let's move on from Erling Haaland. Obviously, the transfer window is closed now, sorry. There's no more deals, unless did I sell a youngster or something? I don't think I did. No, absolutely no more incomings or outgoings. Well, 3 million. Some of them got 3 million from somewhere. Must have got a little sell-on clause thing come in, so that's nice. Adjust the wages, 179k under the wage budget now, yeah. So definitely no more transfer business. Obviously, the transfer window is closed. Also, probably won't be any business in January either, unless I sell a player or two. But we shall see about that. Anyway, let's get to the first game then. The first of the mammoth task here. A home to Man City, first of all. Got to say it's the easier one of the two, but saying that, we just checked out Haaland's record. He's got 9 goals in the first 3 league games this season, so he's averaging 3 goals a game. Bear in mind, if he keeps that record up the entire season, he'll get how many goals? 114. If he starts every single match, he scores an average of 3 a game. We get 114 league goals this season, so not bad, not bad. I don't think he's going to reach 114 league goals, but you get what I mean. Anyway, this is the team for today's game. Got Maignan in goal, Porro right back, Gaia left back, Varane and Lacroix centre backs. We've got Casemiro, Eriksen and Fernandes in midfield, Fati on the right, Sancho on the left, and Rashford up front. So of course, Real Madrid play us in just 3 days' time as well, so I don't know what sort of team we're going to put out there, but it might sound a little bit naive, but I feel like the Real Madrid away game is less important than this Man City game because, of course, we're expected to lose away to Real Madrid. As I said, even if we lose away to Real Madrid and we beat the teams we're meant to beat in the group, Kukuriki and Shakhtar, then we still go into the last group game with the best chance of a great chance, of finishing top of the group still. So this Man City at home game, this is massive in terms of the league titles, etc., top 4, whatever we're going to do this season. So have to put out the strongest 11 for this game, and then have to see what I do against Real Madrid. Of course, I'm going to try and put out the strongest team available to me, but I feel like this game is more important to us, so that's why I've gone with the strongest 11 here. No one's getting rested today. Casemiro gets his first start of the season as well, just back from injury. You see there, he's lacking the match sharpness here, but this is obviously a massive game for us. He comes in for McTominay. In terms of injuries, no one's injured at the club currently, which is great. Of course, a lot of the players haven't got on completely match sharp, which is a little bit of a problem, but of course, that will happen over time. So Man City at home, it's the Manchester derby. Can we keep Erling Haaland quiet? Well, let's find out. All right, here we go, home to Man City. Well, I fancy our chances here, to be honest. I'd make us slight favourites for this game. Of course, I said our home record last season was exceptional, absolutely exceptional. 117, drew 1, lost 1. As I said before, the only game we lost was at home to Liverpool. We got Casemiro sent off after 5 minutes. So, yeah, great home record. Beat Man City at home last season, but as I said, they had already won the league title at this point. But anyway, first highlight of the game is Ansu Fati heads it on to Bruno Fernandes. Early chance here, early chance. And Bruno Fernandes makes it 1-0. Not much is happening at all. I saw someone hit the deck there in the middle of the park, and there's a little bit of a fight going off the ball there. Next thing I know, we're 1-0 up. Get him. What a lovely start. Bruno Fernandes with the goal. I did say the leak. Some sort of fight happened there. Yeah, he just rummaged into... Who was that? Casemiro was rummaged by... I don't know. We'll never know. Grealish. That was it. Grealish. Bruno Fernandes gets in. Ansu Fati with another assist. Since the last episode, he hasn't done too well in the 2 games. But again, another assist here today, which is brilliant. Our first shot in the game, and we're 1-0 up. Please remember, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also, please hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out. And it much appreciated as well. So we're back on the highlight here. Here's Lacroix into Raphael Varane. Back to Lacroix. Now here's Eriksen. This could be a massive game in terms of a title race as well this season. If we keep winning games, of course we're in a title race. I did say at the start of the season I'd be happy with a second place finish this season. I still would be, but of course, if we come out of the title challenge, then brilliant. If we can win the title, even better. Anyway, Grealish has been a dirty sod today. What's happened to him? Maybe he saw Miguel Almiron's recent form and he's getting a bit jealous. So he's getting a bit heated in his ways there. And he's always getting sent off. And he was going nowhere. He was going nowhere. He was going away from goal. Bit of feisty start to the match. Grealish on a yellow card. Could get red carded, but now we're giving away a penalty. If VAR's checking it, it's a 1 in a million opportunity. That is not a penalty. So anyway, Haaland stepping up. He's got, 20 penalty taken or something stupid, hasn't he? It's even 19 or 20, so pretty much a guaranteed goal. Go on, mine. I've been a hero, though. Oh. Wasn't the greatest penalty you ever got, you see, is it? 10th goal of the season already. 10th league goal of the season. But that's certainly not a game over, of course. It's 1-1. And Man City are not very good defensively this season. That's the, 7th goal they've conceded already this season. So, certainly create more chances here, but we are not playing too well. We scored a goal, of course, but other than that, we are not playing well at all. We've got another chance here, though. Eriksen with a free kick. He crosses it in. Lacroix's there. Hits the bar. Varane. Oh, my word. How's he missed? How has he missed? 2 yards out, he missed. Well, 5 minutes to go till half-time. I think 1-1's quite fair, to be honest. Back on the highlight, though. Ansu Fati. A highlight never starts like this, so I know he's not going to be through on goal here. But anyway, it's Laporte to De Bruyne. Back to Cancelo. Gives it away to Fatty very cheaply, though. Very, very cheaply. There's Porro. Trying to find Fernandes again. Almost a carbon copy of the first goal. What a finish from Bruno Fernandes. Who said he doesn't turn up for big games? He turns up for big games. Boy, does he turn up for big games. What a finish from Bruno Fernandes that is. Unbelievable. What a ball from Porro as well. Get in. It wasn't quite the carbon copy of the first goal in terms of the assist, but in terms of positioning where Fernandes is, almost exactly a carbon copy. What a finish this is, though. Get in. Just before half time as well. Lovely stuff from Bruno. He's flying today. Absolutely flying. Alright, here we go. Second half gets underway. This will be a massive win for us in terms of as I said, in terms of a title race, top 4 race, whatever we're going to be in a race for this season. It's massive. Obviously, it's very early days, but it's effectively a 6-pointer. But now I say that, I get myself excited. Just 3 minutes into the second half, dirty boy Jack Grealish has made it 2-2. How is he scoring headers? How is he scoring headers? Well, it just seemed too easy, didn't it? Foden with a cross. Well, no. Was it Foden with a cross? No, Silva with a cross. No, that's... shouldn't really be happening, really, should it? Not a great start to the second half. Not a great start at all. To be honest, we have done well to be in the lead, to be fair. It's taken 2 great Fernandes goals. Well, these two ain't playing too well at the centre back here. So, you know what? Lacroix can come off. Bring on Sitalo. Casemiro, last thing we need is him getting sent off again. So, you know, he's a big player for us, isn't he? He's a big player. This is a big game. Let's keep Casemiro on. Marcus Rashford ain't doing too well, though. You know, let's bring on Anthony. Let's bring on Anthony for him. Who put him up front, though? Fatty can play up front, can't he? He'd be alright up front. Who else can we make a change here for? Tielemans, maybe? No, not... Well, that'll do for now. Just those two. Alright, 30 minutes to go. Draw is not the worst result in the world, but it's also not a great result, is it? Let's be honest. In our home games, we should be expecting to try and win every single one of our home games. I know, obviously, it doesn't always work like that. Unless Man City, they won every home game last season. But we should go into every single home game expecting to win. Anyway, here's Sancho. Cut it back. Cut it back to anyone. Maybe Sancho, not trying to score from the tightest angle ever. Anyway, another couple of changes here. Casemiro. Yellow card scares me. Let's bring on McTominay. Let's bring on Giroud as well. Let's bring on Giroud for Sancho. Put Giroud up front. Alright, 15 minutes to go. It's quite an even game, to be fair. Draw's a fair result, but to be leading twice in the game, it's kind of disappointing. But still, it's not over yet, of course. Eriksen with a free kick now. 5 minutes to go. Varane there. Oh, I thought that was in. I thought that was in. Just wide. I thought that was in. We're looking at a better team later on here. Couple minutes to go. John Stones with a free kick. He's giving the ball away. Oh, Joao Felix, a player I tried to sign at the start of the season, by the way. Massive money. Oh, no. Oh, Maignan. What a save. Mike Maignan, get in. What a save. That's why we signed him. Yeah, I tried to sign Joao Felix at the start of the season. 110 million. I don't know if we could afford it or not, but I just went in for him nonetheless. And I thought it was going to be a brilliant signing for us, but he chose Man City over us, unfortunately. But I don't know if I can afford him anyway. But anyway, enough talk about Joao Felix. Unfortunately, we have drawn the game 2-2 there. But saying that, I could have been lost there late on. It wasn't for a great save from Maignan. So I guess we'll have to... Well, of course we have to accept it. There's nothing we could do to change it. But yeah, it's alright. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. They are the best team in the league after all. So it's not terrible. But as I said, to be leading the game twice, it's a little bit disappointing. But all in all, if you look at the match stats here, did we deserve to win the game? No. 2 shots on target in the match. We scored both of them. So kind of fortunate even to get a draw in the game, let's be honest. So got to take it. Got to be a little bit accepted with it, to be honest. So yeah, it's not the worst result in the world. Not the worst result in the world, but it would have been nice to win that game and to be leading twice and then concede the lead twice. It's a little bit disappointing. But currently we still remain joint top, of course. But Chelsea, Liverpool and Brentford are still yet to play. Anyway, guys, make sure you stick around. We've got the Champions League, our first Champions League game of the series coming up next. Away to Spanish giants, Real Madrid. Okay, here we are. It's time for the first Champions League match of the series. And it's away to Real Madrid. What a start to the Champions League campaign for us. As I said, it's kind of good the fact that we're getting the toughest game away, the toughest match in the first match here. So that is brilliant. And obviously, because we played Real Madrid the first match of the group stage here, we wanted to play them again till the final group match. So, get a little bit of a rest playing a massive team. We're playing Kukuriki and Shakhtar. As I said, we cannot take Shakhtar lightly. We need to give them the respect they deserve to make sure we don't lose or even drop points to them. So let's make sure I don't do anything stupid against Shakhtar. Not like last season against Real Sociedad. Anyway, let's get to this game then. Away to Real Madrid. Only 3 days after playing Man City. So I've rested a couple of players here, but not too many, only 2. Anthony comes in for his first start of the season in place of Fatih, and Tielemans comes in for his first start of the season. His full debut as well against Real Madrid of all teams. Good for him. He's coming for Ericsson as well. So yeah, only rested a couple of players here. Gaia is not quite fully fit, but I can't really play Brandon Williams there in Real Madrid away from home, especially when he's got absolutely zero match sharpness. This is why I need a better fullback as backup next season. Obviously, I've got Williams and Malacia as backup fullback, so that's not very good, is it? I need a better fullback who can play right back and left back, but for now, we haven't got that, and Williams cannot play away to Real Madrid, that is for sure. So Real Madrid away from home. Can we start the Champions League group campaign with a draw or even a win? Well, let's find out. Alright, here we go. First time playing Champions League football in the series. It looks very, very fancy as well, doesn't it? Of course, they've got the Europa Conference League, Europa League, and Champions League licenses, so it looks very nice. But this game hasn't started off very nice. So 15 minutes in, we get to see a shot in the match. We finally do now. It's Benzema of all people to Rodrigo. Got a decent team, Real Madrid, haven't they? Got a decent team. Anyway, here's Militao. We did just play Man City, to be fair, so we shouldn't be scared here. But this is away to Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. Casemiro against his former team wins the ball back there. Camavinga's fuming. But Casemiro, he's used to this stadium. He's used to this stadium. And what a tackle that was, actually. A bit underestimated. Camavinga dwelled on the ball for too long there, but what a tackle from Casemiro. Yeah, on the highlight here, Pedro Porro to Fernandez. Porro crosses it in. Oh, you still have it? No. Anthony doesn't realise there's a ball behind him. Oh no, here he is. Vinicius Jr. Obviously a very, very good player. Very quick player as well. He's leaving him for absolute dead. He can give away a penalty, isn't he? No, he's not. Oh my word, how far is he running? That reminded me of Gareth Bale. You know, who did he? Yeah, Barcelona, that was it. A goal we saw against Barcelona, but fortunately for us, he didn't score like Bale did that day. Anyway, that was a nerve-wracking time there. But 30 minutes in here, it's still 0-0. So at the moment, we're holding our own quite well. Of course, on paper, there's not too much between the two sides, I'd say. I'd say Real Madrid's got a better team, of course, but not too much. It's not like it's Giants against Minnows, put it that way, but they are definitely favourites for the match. Anyway, here's Rodrigo. And that's the first goal. Federico Valverde with the goal. Bit too easy. 1-0 down here. Not too much of a surprise, to be fair. As I said, I wouldn't be too disappointed if we lost the game, to be honest, because as long as we win our remaining games, then we've got a great chance of finishing top of the group still. So it doesn't matter too much. That was a bit too easy, though. And obviously, this game is nowhere near over yet. 60 minutes to go, but we haven't really turned up in this game yet, I have to be honest. Jose Gaia with not a great decision there. Has to be said. It's David Alaba. Ooh, thought he might lose it there. It's Eder Militao to Mendy. I thought he was a left back. Why is he playing right back? Anyway, back to Militao. Here's Alaba. Shamini to Camavinga. Oh my word. What's going on here? Who's Camavinga now? Is he Messi or something? What is happening? Oh, he's a very good player, don't get me wrong, but didn't know he had twinkle toes like that. Back on the highlight again. Here's Mendy. Well, we're kind of getting dominated now. It has to be said. Here's Shamini. Here's Camavinga again. Look here, he just goes past everyone with ease. What's happening? And he scored. He was going to come eventually, wasn't he? He just runs past them, not even there. Oh, we're ghosts. Oh dear, no, this is a problem. Because I said if we win our remaining games, but we don't want to get battered in this game. Because obviously it comes down to the results between teams. If we get battered in this game, then there's not much we can do about finishing top of the group. So let's not get battered. Let's just not get battered, maybe. Let's score a goal now. That'd be nice. Fernandez with a corner. Cross it in. Varane against his former team as well. He scored. Get in there. Perfect timing, Rafael. He doesn't really care about the Real Madrid fans. He's celebrating right in front of them. He's staring them out now. He's not very happy with them. What have they done to him? What happened to you at Real Madrid, Rafael? What happened to you? Anyway, lovely header. Nice. Get in. 2-1. Okay, that's the That's the lead half now, which is good for us. Going into half time, we needed that goal. We need that goal. Give us a little bit of belief. Let's not get a mauling here, at least, as I said. As long as it's enough just to lose the game, but don't get smashed. Well, the second half is underway here. Here's Courtois with the ball. He's hugging the ball for a long time here. That's a weird throw out. Anyway, here's Camavinga again. Oh, God, he's demanding the ears. Okay, he's running past him again. What's happening? Here's Carvajal. Back to Alaba. There's Carvajal. Alaba again. It's just Shemini. There's Mendy again. The left back / right back into Valverde. Here's Rodrigo. Back to Mendy. He almost scores. Alright, Rashford has been very, very poor today, so I think we'll take him off. I think we'll bring on Olivier Giroud for him. Put him as a deep line forward on support, and we'll change Fernandes to shadow striker. Anthony as well. Let's take Anthony off. Let's bring on Ansu Fati for him. The midfield hasn't been great today as well, so I think we'll take off Tielemans and we'll bring on Christian Eriksen. So treble substitution here, 30 minutes to go. I hope we can make 5 substitutions in Champions League as well. Got another corner, Eriksen to take it. Giroud! Oh no, he didn't even attempt to head of the ball. What's he doing? Anyway, here's Casemiro. De Varane, the 2 Real Madrid forward players. Lacroix, what on earth is he doing? What's he doing? Anyway, Courtois with the ball here. To Alaba. There's Eder. To Valverde. Shmini. It's Camavinga. So it's definitely got some belief now, though, that we can actually get back in the game. Here's Vinicius. Strange first touch there, but he keeps the ball. Oh my word, what are you doing? What are you doing, you donut? Was that Varane? It was Lacroix. Awful. Absolutely awful. That was Lacroix, wasn't it? What is he doing there? What a donut. What an absolute donut. Well, Porro's been destroyed today, so we'll get him off, put him out of his misery, bring on Brandon Williams there. Let's put him on support as well. Well, the last thing I need is us conceding any more goals, to be honest. 3-1 is enough, as I said, between the results between teams, because Real Madrid beat Kukuriki and Shakhtar in 4 of those games, or they should do, then we'll need to beat Real Madrid by 2 or 3 goals. So let's keep it at 3-1 here, at least. If he's scoring more goals, then great. It's Brandon Williams who gives the ball away very cheaply there. I don't know quite what he's thinking, to be honest. What is going on? What's happening with you? Oh my word. What happened to his pace there? He just decided he cannot run anymore? Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Well, the second half, they've absolutely dominated us. Not been a great performance, to be honest. Another corner here, though. Lacroix, no. Doesn't make for good viewing as well, does it? The fact that we've got to take on some big teams in the Champions League, we weren't meant to go far, and we're getting destroyed like this. It's not great. Anyway, it's Brandon Williams. The only excuse I can make is we played Man City 3 days ago, but it's not much of an excuse, is it? Anyway, it's Fati. Gives the ball away cheaply again as well. Terrible. What is he doing? What are you doing? Are you a Sunday League defender? What is he doing there? Someone tell me what Varane is doing. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What terrible defenders. Terrible, terrible defenders. What on earth are you doing? What is that? What is going on? What is he doing? What is he doing? There's no explanation to what he's just done. There is no explanation. Oh my word. Well, I think it's safe to say, unless they drop points against Shakhtar maybe, we have no chance of finishing top of the group. That was absolutely horrendous. That second half was abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. That is shocking. Those 2 last goals as well, they were so avoidable. Just 2 pathetic defensive mistakes, which I have no explanation for. Well, some absolutely horrendous performances there for some of the players who deserve a fine after that performance, because that is absolutely shocking. I don't care if it's Real Madrid or not, that is abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Anyway, have to move on. It's not impossible for us to finish top of the group still, of course, but it's highly unlikely after that. Highly unlikely after that. That last goal especially was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, not the greatest of episodes for us, it has to be said. It was a tricky one though. Man City and Real Madrid. No excuses. No excuses for that performance especially. Man City at home, of course, not the worst result in the world, but we're leading the game twice in that game and couldn't hold on to the lead, so that's poor. But then that away to Real Madrid. Abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. But anyway, we're going to move on. Had to move on. In terms of the next episode, I'll bring you back for another big episode. I'll bring you back for Chelsea away and Shakhtar away as well. That'll be a massive episode for us, of course. Got to have some big games coming up. We've got Man City at home, by the way, in 2 days' time as well, in the Carabao Cup third round. So what a game that is in the Carabao Cup. Also got to play Brentford away next as well, who, well, they did win all their games so far. Have they won all their games now? Well, they've lost the game now. They lost away to Arsenal 1-0, so they're still doing really well. So that's not an easy game by any means. Not by any means at all. Everton at home. I've got to play Liverpool at home as well, coming up as well. Shakhtar at home still. So got some tricky games coming up. In terms of the next episode, it'll be Chelsea away and Shakhtar away. So make sure you join for that one, guys. And please remember, if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. It really helped me out. And you much appreciate it as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.